What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another edition of Sports to the Wire. For those of you who are actually new to the channel, please like, comment, subscribe, share it. When you share, the universe certainly shares back with you. All right, so today, as you can see from the text on screen there, the marvelous Marvin Hagler, dead at 66 years old. The Southpaw, am I saying that right? He's a lefty there. Barrick.
Yeah, man, listen, this is a
Yeah, man.
greatest world champion in his time. So, he was basically able to use his left and his right equally powerful. Very, very intelligent boxer.
Yeah, and
One
super aggressive, man. I was actually watching some old 1980s footage, and let me see if we could throw a couple of clips up there, on screen there, man. But he was really, really durable in a sense, though. Never got knocked out, and so I'm right about that, Barrick. I mean, never got knocked out, man. It was like the Floyd Mayweather of his day, but just, definitely much more aggressive.
Marvin Hagler was one of the more technical, aggressive, but intelligent fighters you've ever seen in your life. And he had most of his fights with Thomas Hearns. But Sugar Ray Leonard was the one that beat him. The amazing last fight he had that beat him. Sugar Ray Leonard beat him and basically forced him into retirement. Not physically, but that was his choice to retire. But he retired with a grand record of 62-3-2, and he fought from 73 to 87. But he was dominating between 1980 and 1987, and he had fought Thomas Hearns 3 times and Sugar Ray Leonard once. But these fights were very close.
So any word of his death? Because we got a rumor out there he took the COVID vaccine, and the next day he's actually died allegedly from that. We got to use that word allegedly when it comes to this, man. Moderna or Pfizer, wants to get us into litigation. They most certainly can, man, because everything, today has to be definitive, Barrick, especially when it comes to stuff like this, especially on the next subject that we actually, getting into.
Listen, man, everything's alleged. So at this point in time, his family has basically said on his Instagram page that he basically died in the ICU. And he was said to go there based on the fact that he was suffering from chest pain and he had difficulty breathing. Now, this came from his son, by the way. His son drove him to the hospital, took him to the ICU in Bartlett, New Hampshire. And it was there where he passed away, at home. So he took him to the hospital. They cleared him, took him home. And then he died in his home in Bartlett, New Hampshire. And then for his wife to come out and say now, a day later, that it was not COVID-19 related. Now we can sit here and then make this story about logic and illogic. The logic states that he was in the ICU with chest pain and difficulty breathing. And what does that mean medically? Does that mean it's guaranteed COVID-19? Or could it have been something else that caused chest pain and difficulty breathing? We don't know that.
That's the thing. I mean, they have, when you take these vaccines, they only monitor you for 15 minutes after you actually take the shot, because you had people that would have a convulsion right then and there. But after 15 minutes, we don't know what you can actually say definitively, like Barrett just said there, man, because it could, chest pains could be anything, but yeah, it's just it's really sad to see this happen. You guys got to excuse the energy here, man. This is something where we're not going to just be all, dancing monkeys over here, man. And
Listen, man, this is bottom line with Hagler, man. I'm feeling excited about talking about Hagler because he was one of my favorite boxers, and he was so dominant in the early to mid '80s, and for this to happen now at this stage of his life, and he was such an ambassador. He did a lot of good things in the community. You never heard anything bad about Hagler. He was never in trouble. This man was about his craft. All right, he was dominant. He was deliberate, and he was consistent. He's one of the greatest boxing champions out there.
Well, you're right. I'm showing on screen right here, man. A right hand knockout, man. A knockdown.
Yeah, he's very crafty.
Yeah,
very crafty.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you something. The fight you need to see is between him and Hearn, and that's what you're looking at right now. Where it was going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
Yeah,
back and
he was
forth
bloody,
for 3
man.
rounds.
Like I said, I love the
and
fact.
And then he knocked him down in third round.
Yeah. I think I was looking at that one earlier. There was another one.
That was one of the best. It was going toe to toe. That's where toe to toe came from. I mean, right there and then, this guy and Hearns was going for like they couldn't stand each other. They just friends to this day. But they went for it, and he was definitely a pleasure to watch. He was one of the first guys I started watching boxing for. He was the one I got into it for. You had Roberto Duran, you had Leonard, you had Hearns, you had Holmes. You had a lot of boxers. You had Ken Norton. You had a lot of fighters out there, and it was a great thing to watch. But Marvin Hagler, he was one of the best, not just in the ring, but out of the ring. And it's a shame now it comes down to this point where if he did die of COVID-19, this is a shame. This man took good care of his body. And we still don't know for sure what it is. So at the end of the day, I hope it's not COVID-19. I hope it was natural causes like his wife had said. She said basically the allegation of being COVID-19 is nonsense.
Well, no, she didn't say COVID-19. She said the vaccine. The
vaccine.
Yeah. Not the actual virus in itself, though, but the actual vaccine is what's. Listen, because I think if you gotta if you have food poisoning in a sense, though, and you get sick, you're gonna and the doctors can actually attribute that it's actually food poisoning. Then you're gonna look back exactly what you actually ate and say, hey, man, maybe it's actually this. Well, you really can't say that quite definitively, though. So I think that's where a lot of people were trying to put the pieces together on this and trying to paint a picture on this there. And his wife is not a man. What is it? It's late over here, guys. I'm sorry. His wife doesn't actually conduct autopsies or anything like that, so I'm not interested in what she has to say at all. So let's see what the actual autopsy actually has to say about that.
Well, we not gonna get a hold of it. They'll release it to the family. You know that.
Yeah.
And she'll be the one that makes the announcement. You're going to have to take her word as grain of salt.
Yeah.
Yeah. But again, this is a man I cannot hail more than ever. I mean, this guy defended his title 12 times. And won all 12 times. That means 12 dudes are coming after you, man. They're trying to knock you down. And this man just took them and beat them. Listen, 52 KOs in his career. 52. That's 52 knockouts.
Woo.
This man was not playing. Okay? And then after his post-career, I mean, obviously, he didn't box anymore, as a gesture of goodwill or anything exhibition type stuff. I mean, he went completely into retirement, but he took good care of his body.
Yeah.
You know, so that's why he put all this together, and you're like, Jesus, I can't believe this happened. So I hope that whatever his wife said, if she's right about this, then what exactly happened?
Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely.
You know?
And read that package insert on anything you actually take. Really important. Whether it be a natural or pharmaceutical in a sense, though.
Mm-hmm.
It's very, very tragic death here, and I'm not saying he's the one that actually. Well, no, he was a cultural icon. He was, right, Beric? He really was.
Yeah, and the boxing game, yeah, you couldn't find one negative thing to say about him.
Yeah, definitely. All right, we'll wrap this up over here. If you actually like the video, please like, comment, subscribe. Absolutely share this over here. When you share, the universe certainly shares back with you. All right.
Absolutely. All right, guys.